guys. Really good Tuesday practice. Great to be back in the Coliseum. I thought it was a really good, competitive, physical practice. Really worked some third and short situations and some end-of-game situations, some 4-minute situations where defense must get the ball back. Offense is trying to finish the game out. But overall, I love their competitiveness and what they brought to the table today. Injury-wise, Brandon Peely had a small elbow injury. He should be fine. Cole Smith, we're going to look at knee soreness. Andrew Voorhees, we held with a little bit of a sore back. Michael Pittman, obviously you saw, had an ankle injury. Have gotten the x-rays back. They were negative, so it looks like a high ankle sprain. That's good news there. And Thomas Fitz had a hip injury, backup quarterback that we pulled. With that, I'll take any questions that you got.
It seems like Matt is taking more and more of the second team reps at quarterback. How close is that being to being solidified?
We'll go another week. You know, I really felt, like I said on Saturday, that he really showed great command. You could see a year's worth of experience come into play, and really some assertiveness by him and some confidence that really showed up. And right now, he deserves those extra reps right now. I thought he did a good job Saturday. We still got a week of work to do. We'll see this next scrimmage in this type of atmosphere. I hope I see the same thing from him.
I know Jalen isn't really doing any sort of work with the quarterbacks, but if there were to be an injury, would he be an option?
Yeah, definitely. He's just like we had in the bowl game. He's always an option for us. He's basically the fourth quarterback on the team if needed. Plus, we have Helton Thomas and Thomas Fitz that work in that. So we truly have 6 quarterbacks on campus in our eyes. But Jalen is always an option to be able to go back there if needed.
Are you planning to continue double training with Toa and Nico, or are we kind of settled there?
No, we're still double training all the way through the season. But you know, as we move on through this week, we'll try to solidify as we go into mock game week next week and kind of get those first 5 settled. You know, obviously things can change at any time, depending on an injury, depending on how kids are playing. But we'll get through this week, get through this scrimmage this Saturday, and kind of settle in with those first 5 and second 5.
Seems like you got Toa at left tackle.
One, he's done it before. He's played the position before. Plus, you see his athleticism. You know, he's really able to play all 3 positions. He reminds me, I've said it before, reminds me of Max Turk. You know, a guy that can play left tackle, guard, or center at any time. He's such a valuable commodity because of it. And Nico as well. You know, to be able to have guys that can play different positions is invaluable. It makes them very valuable to our team, but very valuable for themselves in the future also.
It seems like Stephen Carr's gotten some first-team carries last couple practices.
We've been mixing in. We've been trying to mix in both all skill players with the 1s and 2s. You've even seen different wideouts jump in with the 1s because we want to get a mix of getting used to playing with Sam because we have so many skilled kids. So obviously Stephen has jumped in there before, Vi's jumped in there as well as Rojo. But the more we can have everybody feel comfortable being around Sam and hear his verbiage, his leadership, it's invaluable. So yes, he's gotten some as well as the others.
Clay, what's the biggest difference in Chuma from when he first got here?
I just think the experience and the reps. You know, here's a kid that didn't get redshirted. We kind of had to use as a freshman. And, you know, I go back and you think about we lost some tackles last year, but with that interior that we had with Nico and Toa and Vianney, you start thinking about, well, we're not that bad off. Chris Brown's played a lot of ball. I mean, Chuma has actually started for us in games at both right and left tackle before. So, you know, he brings a lot of experience going into his 3rd year. He just never had that red shirt year. He's been waiting his turn and making the most of his opportunity when he's been given it. And now it's his opportunity. It's his time to be able to show us what he can do. I'm excited for him.
The way this defense is playing you all out, just taking everything, is that how you think people are going to play you this year?
Well,
Sam throw it?
Well, I tell you, you know, one of the things I'm really excited about is the balance that we can show on this offense. I think about the weapons both outside. You have a really good quarterback, but you have dynamic running backs and a solid offensive line. And I think that's going to be the key to this offense, is being able to keep it balanced and taking that pressure off of Sam, not to throw it 50-plus times a game. You know, I keep on saying that number to the offense that, you know, we've got to be a 200-yard rush team per game. game to create the balance. The perfect game in my mind is 40 passes and 40 runs, and to be able to rush that ball for 5 yards more, carry to get 200 yards. It takes so much pressure off a quarterback because I've said it before. It doesn't matter how good a quarterback you have at whatever level, a quarterback's going to have an off day at some point in time. And if you don't have the running game, you're going to lose that game. You've got to be able to lean on it when it's necessary.
Stephen Carr's your youngest running back, but could he potentially be your most dangerous threat to get the ball in space out of the backfield?
Well, I tell you, one of the things that I see from Stephen that I'm really impressed with is you see he's a very complete back right now. He feels very comfortable coming out of the backfield, making plays with his hands, making yards in space after the catch. I've been very, very pleased how well he's picked up pass protection right now at such an early age, and his aggressiveness and his willingness to do it. And then obviously he's a natural runner, so he brings a lot of skill set to the table at a very young age.
How about you be able to sleep tonight about your kicking game? You feel a little better?
It was better today. I commend those two kids. They came in here with the right attitude. They were challenged and really came with a great mindset and a competitive mindset. And obviously, I thought today they showed a lot of confidence in being in this environment. I look forward to that continuing.
A year ago at the Rose Bowl, where you had Jalen and Matt, if Sam were to have gotten hurt for a series or two, who would have been the guy that would have come in?
Last year?
Yeah.
Last year, I think Matt's done a lot of work to be the quarterback here when given his opportunity. And in that point in time, you have to pick the best man in the moment. And Matt, Matt prepared each game last year like he was going to be the starter, and now he's reaping the benefits because of it. So I think he's ready to lead this team at any time that he's called upon to do it. And towards the end of the season last year, you could see the signs that he's showing the confidence, he's showing the knowledge and the experience. Scott, I'll let you finish.
Thanks. Do you feel like there's a consistent deep threat right now on offense? Are you still looking for somebody?
Just from seeing what has happened early in camp, we've seen Tyler Vaughns make plays deep. Obviously, Pitt had been making plays deep before the injury. The other guy that seems to be a big play guy for us is Velas on the inside slot right now. Deontay has been very consistent, has not get a lot of deep ball chances, but just has moved the chains at will. And I tell you what, Josh Amortabebe showed me some stuff one-on-one today to be able to be a big physical receiver. The two young kids, Joseph and Randall, have the capability, just need more reps at it. But I think we're going to have some speed and things that we can do on the outside. Just thank goodness for 15 more practices. All righty, guys, thank you so much.